A crazy situation just went down in the world of gangster rap, as we saw one of NBA YoungBoy's top shooters and right-hand men, Ben 10, attempting to rob and beat someone up in Texas, but unfortunately for him, it's been alleged that the man that he was trying to rob ended up getting hold of his gun, shooting Ben multiple times and leaving him in the ICU.
Right now, this is a shooting, got 2 victims. Let's see, one's been shot multiple times in the torso, probably in his late 20s. Another one's been shot in the extremities, in the lower extremities, and also all throughout his arms and everything several times.
According to some rumors though, Ben 10 wasn't the person who instigated this robbery, because apparently he was acting on the orders of J Prince Jr., the son of the Houston rap godfather J Prince Sr., the founder of Rap-A-Lot Records, one of the most successful labels in Texas history, responsible for rap legends like the Ghetto Boys, UGK, Zero, Trade the Truth, and many others. J Prince Sr. and his son Jr. both rep the crew Mob Ties that have spent decades striking fear into rappers all over Texas and America at large. But unfortunately in this incident, it seemed like they might have met their match, because it turned out that Ben 10 wasn't trying to beat up and rob just anyone. In fact, he had made a very big mistake when he tried to play with this veteran rapper and shooter from the mean streets of Detroit, Allstar JR.
I think having a don't really do shit and be outside, think having a gun stop you from getting shot.
Gotta be selling dope, it gotta be getting money, it gotta be to rob, it gotta be to get robbed. Like, everybody got a place, bro. Just be careful.
In fact, the way that JR reversed this incident, sending the people that tried to rob him to the ICU, had the whole world calling him the Defensive Player of the Year, and he wasted no time after this incident taking to social media to troll and take his rap career to a whole new level.
Yo, what type of demon is this guy? Yo, chat, where they get the from? Why y'all ain't tell me Detroit was built like this, chat? Why y'all ain't tell me that? I never knew this type of level of demonicness lived in Detroit.
For many rap fans outside of Detroit, Allstar JR was someone that they had never heard of, but the truth is, he actually has a serious past, from hitting licks with none other than fellow Detroit street rap legend T Grizzly, to apparently surviving numerous assassination attempts where he was shot in the head.
Nah, looking at me, cause I still not knowing, then I'm hearing my blood and and then I'm like, oh Lord, am I shot in the head? Hey, that was wild. When I realized it, I'm like, I can't believe it. I done got shot in the head.
Really so dumb, thinking it's a like y'all could kill a like me.
So in this video, I'll be telling you the whole dangerous and deadly history of Allstar JR, how he got into this vicious beef with J Prince Jr., and why shooting one of YoungBoy's right-hand men might have ended up being one of the biggest mistakes that you could ever make.
Get to them racks, get to that money, I wanna be ballin'. If you fall and break your back, don't worry, you can call Morgan and Morgan. If you've had serious damage to your body or internal organs, and you know it wasn't your fault, then you might have a case, you really might wanna call them. If you're hurt by someone else's negligence, you deserve to be paid 35 years of results, so you can trust them with your case. America's largest injury law firm, but not all law firms are built the same. Don't pick wrong, it's a big mistake, get the wrong law firm and you're out the game. They got more than 1,000 lawyers, so you know that they're ready for battle. With 100 offices nationwide, so take them a case to tackle. They recovered over $30 billion for all their clients, and the fee is free unless you win, so you might want to try them. I want to get to them racks, get to that money, I want to be ballin'. If you fall and break your back, don't worry, you can call Morgan and Morgan. If you've had serious damage to your body or internal organs, and you know it wasn't your fault, then you might have a case, you really might want to call them. You can start your claim now with Morgan & Morgan at www.forthepeople.com/traplawross. Link in description, or you can scan the QR code on screen using your phone camera. Thanks Morgan & Morgan, back to the video.
Content warning. This video is about a sensitive topic involving loss of life. We've removed any graphic content to comply with YouTube's guidelines. We aim to provide informative, factual journalism on a tragic event in the public interest that does not dismiss its seriousness. All clips are used under the doctrine of fair use for news reporting and analysis. Some points made in this video are opinions and theories. I am not responsible for third-party information. If you want to watch my videos uncut and extended, go to patreon.com/traplawross, where you can get those for just $2. Also, you can now watch my new drops on Spotify, so go search me there. Here's the video. Allstar JR was born and raised in Detroit, particularly on the east side. Despite spending a lot of time growing up on the east, JR would also have connections to a neighborhood on the west side of Detroit known officially as the Joy community, located along Joy Road, but when JR was growing up, the locals would call it the Scud Zone. Now, if you've seen my video about the murder of T Grizzly's aunt, then you might remember that this is the exact same neighborhood where T Grizzly hails from too. And according to Allstar JR, while life was tough, it was survivable.
But no, just growing up, it was like normal hood for real. Wasn't super up, but it wasn't always lit, you know what I'm saying? I grew up on the east side, but my whole family from Joy Road.
Okay. Soon, by his own account, a 12-year-old JR would hop off the porch and into a life of burglary and car theft.
I think I was near there born on the porch. I think I just kind of just rolled down. So, no, probably like 12, 13 for real.
12, 13? What was you doing at 12, 13?
When I just started doing stealing cars and breaking in houses. Actually, I remember when I was 12, me and my mans had broken in the crib and got us some guns.
Y'all wasn't nervous about breaking in the crib?
No. That was actually, we ain't succeeded to the third one we had tried that day. We was actually pretty pissed.
Wait, okay,
I think we took some miscellaneous I think we took some miscellaneous.
Eventually, he graduated from car theft into the drug trade.
Doing other crimes. I just got deeper in my crime bag. That wasn't enough. Like, that shit really lit and sweet. Like, oh, I steal cars. You gotta elevate and keep committing better crimes. No, I keep stealing the cars. I started selling dope. What are you talking about? What?
However, his alleged partners in crime, including T Grizzly, were already making music and urged him to follow suit.
The rap like, it really came about, I was with some like, I had some homeboys back in the day. They rapped and for real. And it was just like always being around, kicking it, you know what I'm saying, in the studio, coming up with ideas and you know what I'm saying, bro. You need to rap, you feel me? Then one of my homeboys was just adamant about that, you know what I'm saying?
And you might remember that his first introduction to rap was through a rap collective known as the Allstars Ballhard, or ASBH, a crew which was closely affiliated with a whole bunch of street gangs around Joy Road, and if you want to know more about those gangs, go and watch my T Grizzly video. But anyway, Allstars Ballhard was made up originally of 3 core members: Allstar Poe, Allstar T, aka King T, now better known as T Grizzly, and Young Lee, aka Allstar Lee. They would start dropping full projects around 2011, and they'd continue dropping music all throughout the early 2010s, with JR seemingly joining the crew a few years later, around 2013, one of the first songs of him rapping being the track Bling Bling, that also featured another legendary Detroit rap crew, the Stunt Hard Hot Boys. But JR wouldn't get to be rapping for long, because during the summer of 2014, JR, real name Jeremy Ford, would be arrested for a rash of home invasions at the Michigan State University dormitories. And he would get picked up for this crime with his right-hand man, T Grizzly, real name Terry Wallace, with both of them being arrested for burglarizing the university that they were actually studying at. The duo themselves apparently hit around a dozen licks on campus during a 15-day period in February 2014. Ultimately, JR would plead guilty to home invasion charges and was ultimately sentenced to a crazy bid that could have spanned anywhere from 1.5 years to a staggering 15 years, starting in 2015. But around that time, T Grizzly's brother, Joy Road Mama, would post a mugshot of JR to his Facebook, along with a caption saying "Free ASBH JR." But fortunately for JR, he wouldn't stay locked up for anywhere near that 15-year maximum bid, and after doing about a year and change, he would end up being released. He would hit the ground running, starting his solo rap career soon after, dropping a mixtape called Get a Bag or Go Home in May 2016. This was promoted on social media by the other Allstars Ballhard rappers like Allstar Lee, while the cover of the tape included JR wearing a shirt saying "Free ASBH," together with mugshots of T Grizzly, who at the time was still locked up for their case, as well as T's brother Mama, and the third original ASBH rapper Poe, who was also locked up at the time. This tape included popular songs like Water, which also has a music video that now sits over 1 million views. And not long after this, JR's co-defendant T Grizzly would also be released, and he would go on to release his breakthrough hit song First Day Out in late 2016, along with a music video that dropped in early 2017 that made the song blow up on a whole nother level. And many fans at the time became very familiar with a line at the start of the song where T Grizzly shouts out JR and says how it was a blessing that they both got out of their cases with relatively short sentences. However, as co-defendants, T and JR weren't supposed to be in contact with each other, apparently behind the scenes they were secretly linking up, as JR, T and Allstar Lee could all be seen together in a video that was posted to Facebook on November 2016. Around the same time, T would also make a cameo in JR's video for the song Trappin' Ain't Dead, and as JR would reveal in one interview, T would even personally play him the hit song First Day Out before it blew up.
where was you at initially when you heard First Day Out? You feel me? When that shit dropped. And you heard AJR. Like, where was you at? First time you heard it.
I was with that.
Like when he recorded it?
No, not when he recorded it. When he finished it, he had bumped it to me. And I heard that because he got
played it for you.
He got some other shit. I'm like, you feel me? He like, bro, I don't know which one. But I'm like, man, play that again. We listened like 3-4 of them.
At this time, JR was talking about how he and T would definitely have music coming together soon, and how their parole officers had even given them an exception so that they could actually collaborate together.
Like you said, with everybody moving in y'all own separate directions, so y'all ain't really made no music since you been home. I mean, since you been home.
Like, me and Lee got so much, but me and T got some hard shit. But we just really got able to be like hands-on with each other, because, you know, we on parole, we on the same case. We couldn't even be around each other.
Right.
So that's why, yeah, why you on the same? Like, you couldn't be. But our POs hopped on some real like shit. Like, y'all got a chance, you feel me?
With the music and
yeah, like, y'all a chance, how you feel me? We go, whoop-de-whoop. Nah, you feel me? Nah, it's in motion. But like, at the same time, I done worked so hard to do this by myself. It's like I'm going with my flow now. You see what he got going on, but yeah, we definitely doing music together, all type.
However, after T's rap career would take off like a rocket, something would seemingly go very wrong between these two childhood friends, as T would apparently go off on his old crew on social media, saying how they hadn't been looking after him and his family while he'd been locked up. Now, it's hard to see how this could possibly apply to JR, who was locked up at the same time for the same crime, and in his interview with For Show magazine in May 2017, JR would actually debunk any claims of a beef between him and T, simply claiming that they just couldn't spend time together due to them being co-defendants on parole.
I see you move, man. I know that's your man's and he popping, but you don't like use that. You know how you can really keep using the name and try to. It's like you keep your own lane. Like, that's what's up.
Like, man, what a lot of understand about he on the first day. T, my man, we was in the same group. He said my name on the song.
What was the group? What was the name of the group?
Allstars, Ballhard. We was in the same group. He said my name in a million songs. This one just happened to blow up.
Right.
You feel me? Like, man,
new, huh? That's right.
And that's my baby. Like right now, our situation, the papers, we don't supposed to have no contact with each other. So, y'all, what y'all be doing? Sucking. Y'all quit sucking, saying we beefing and all that weird shit. Everything all right. Ain't about to go to jail, so y'all like our picture though.
That's what's up, man.
Now, it's not entirely clear what the truth was, and maybe JR was just siding with the other ASBH rappers because he would keep on dropping music with them. But what is true is there would be no more music from JR and T Grizzly together after this point, and later on during interviews like one with No Jumper, JR would straight up admit that he genuinely doesn't mess with T Grizzly anymore.
It's some documented shit, you know what I'm saying? It's me with, you feel me? I don't with no more, whatever. We ain't got into some shit.
But that didn't matter to JR, as his solo career was also growing fast, and he would go on to drop underground hits like the song Dog featuring a bunch of other Detroit rappers that came with a music video that now has over 6 million views. He'd also drop projects like Blow in the Extras and Cases Pending, the name of the tape referring to a new scamming case that he had caught while out on parole for that earlier robbery case he caught with T Grizzly. This case eventually threatened to land JR back behind bars again, but according to him, his parole officer had such a deep belief in his music career that she basically put her job on the line to keep him out of prison.
Oh, we can't rob houses, ain't no selling no dope right now, you know, and then scamming fell into my lap.
Really?
Yeah. I had some homeboys who scammed and did some swiping, was going crazy.
Right.
I went and them boys. I turned up off. I put all that back into like my music.
Really?
I went to jail for that too, y'all, so I'm not incriminating myself. I went to jail for all this.
How long would you say that you were gone before you got caught up with the scamming?
Man, that was a short, very progressive run though. I say probably about a 5-6 month run before that came crashing down on me and I was back in jail. But when I caught the case, I ended up getting probation. I caught a little swiping case with her. They gave me probation. I'm still on parole. And I was supposed to go back to prison. But she, like, the whole time I'm locked up, she telling me like, hey, this crazy. Like, your music actually taking off. Like, my son is listening to you.
Really?
Like him and his friends, all that. So when it came time, they had recommended I go back to prison, and she down there put her job on the line for real. She like, I want you to come home.
Wow.
And she like, don't this up.
From here, JR would keep dropping popular projects like the February 2018 Organized Crime mixtape. This would also include the song Deep in the Game, where JR would explain his side of the beef with T Grizzly, rapping how people are always asking why he's not with him, to which he responds by saying that he doesn't know, but all of his actual friends are still with him. Before specifically shouting out Allstar Lee, these lyrics seemingly confirming that the beef was likely due to JR choosing the side of his friend group that T Grizzly had problems with over T Grizzly himself. Around that same time, Allstar Lee would also drop a song titled Venting, where he would talk about their beef, claiming that it was fame and money that changed T Grizzly and turned him against his old friends. With him even mentioning how T and Lee had been friends since the 3rd grade, yet now T's acting like he's so much better than all the others and balling on them with his money. But regardless of what T Grizzly was doing, JR's music career was going steady too. Now, he wasn't anywhere near T Grizzly's level at this point, but his songs were getting motion and he would keep on building up his underground fame and racking up millions of streams, like the March 2018 music video for the song $1 Million Thoughts, which today sits over 4 million views. But JR would also get entangled in local beefs with other Detroit artists too, the main one being against Gino Cash, with JR releasing a diss song titled Gino in February 2018, along with a music video where JR and his friends can be seen wearing Gino t-shirts, another music video that has almost 1 million views today. Now, Gino would respond with his own song titled Troublesome 18, All-Star JR diss, but the bigger disrespect towards JR would come in the form of a feature from none other than T Grizzly, who would drop a verse on Gino's March 2018 song and music video titled In They Face, where T would seemingly keep throwing subliminal shots in JR's face by rapping about how his day one guys turned out to be haters. But the dissing was picked up on by many fans, with many people following the Detroit rap scene considering T Grizzly appearing on this song to be a straight up snake move. Some would even suggest that T Grizzly was actually jealous of the popularity JR was getting and was really just trying to keep him down. However, later in 2018, Allstar Lee would finally squash his beef with T Grizzly, announcing it on a social media video where the two could be seen hanging out together. But it seems there wouldn't be a similar reconciliation between T Grizzly and JR, who in the years that follow would keep a steady distance from each other. JR would keep on dropping project after project, still repping the Allstars Ballhard, while steadily growing his catalogue and keeping up decent streaming numbers. He would drop songs and music videos like the track Conversation with the Streets, Love and Trust, and Garbage Bags, all of these gathering hundreds of thousands of views. But then in 2021, something would happen that would almost end JR's career and his life for good. Late night on Sunday, September the 5th, Allstar JR was at an event at a roller rink on Detroit's west side. After that event, JR and his friend hopped in a car and pulled off, only to stop at a red light on the infamous 8 Mile, where a car would suddenly pull up beside them and someone inside opened fire.
I was leaving the event, like, it was like 1 o'clock.
Okay. And would you, if I had asked you the day before, like, yo, do you have smoke with people, like, are people after you, would you have said no or yes?
I would have said no.
So you didn't think that serious like that?
No, hell no. I was outside playing. And it was like, I think where go wrong, they just try to make every other, if I would've did this, like, no. I shouldn't have been outside playing at that red light. I'm trying to change this song. I'm asking this a location because, like, I'm hearing. I asked this. I remember I'm changing the song. I asked this location. I might go shoot a video on my man's. I'm like, hey, what's the location? And like, I'm like, I didn't hear it. I felt something, but then I get to hearing the shots. You know, it's tire screeching, all type of all this goof.
After the shooting begun, JR would hit the pedal, driving the car into a tree, after which he and his friend would start to assess just how serious the incident had been, with JR quickly realizing that he had been hit by bullets in the head.
It happened, we smacked to the tree and boom, I get out this. Now I walk into the street, my manager and like, they was behind me and they was like a couple lights down because I done left them, you know what I'm saying? He walking up and now looking at me, cause I still not knowing. Then I'm hearing my blood, and then I'm like, "Oh Lord, am I shot in the head?" Hey, that was wild. When I realized it, I'm like, I can't believe it. I done got shot in the head.
How many bullets actually entered your body?
2 of them.
Okay, so the head and then both of them?
Yeah, both of them.
Wow.
Head and neck.
Like, you didn't know you got shot in the head, or could you kind of tell? Is there a bunch of blood?
I found out real quick. You get to hearing them bubbles.
That sounds really, really scary.
You get to hearing that real audio of your insides. I'm like, hey, that's wild, because you hear like, I'm like, oh.
And like blood exiting your body?
Yeah, and like big gulps. Cause like my tongue, my tongue had got lacerated too. So I'm looking down, my tongue then like on my chain. I'm like, oh, this out of control. Hey, when that crazy.
Once the police arrived at the scene, JR was trying to raise the alarm to police, telling them that he needed urgent care or that he'd die, but apparently even the police weren't taking him seriously, and at this point the scene had turned chaotic, with several other people also suffering from gunshot wounds.
And the police done pulled up. I see him like, hey, officer, I'm good. Just get me to the hospital. Now this was the wildest. The cop was like, all right, we go get to it. I'm like, oh, I just might check out for him.
Because he didn't seem like he gave a shit.
Didn't give a damn.
And was part of the problem that the cops treat this like a crime scene, so they're not really trying to get you out of there?
Man, listen, it's so many shot, all type of you know what I'm saying?
Oh, a bunch of other people got shot as well?
Man, what? It was some, in the car behind us got shot.
Holy
you know, this got shot. I'm out there just dangling shot. Like, we'll get to it in a minute. So I'm out there on the scene bleeding out for like 30 minutes, no cap. Just out there bleeding out.
Fortunately, JR and everyone else would end up surviving the attack, but JR and another man would be left in critical condition, while 2 others survived with lesser injuries. However, after surgeries, JR would end up having his jaw wired shut, just like what happened to Kanye West after his 2002 car crash. And within 2 weeks of the shooting, JR returned to IG Live to thank fans, taunt his shooters, and announce new music.
Hey, y'all. I appreciate all the love and the whole get a bag game. But it's straight, y'all. I'm straight. I'm gonna be right back. This 2-3 month little crisis. Whoop, whoop. I'm gonna get back in my bag. I ain't never even get out my bag for real. Really so dumb thinking some like y'all could kill like me. That's the first thing y'all wrong with. All that other I'm not even sad or nothing, bro. All the videos of the tape still dropping. We're dropping some new slobbing. And I'm still having that shit. We go bounce right back. They get a bad game.
And later in March 2022, Allstar JR would follow in Kanye's footsteps, dropping a music video titled Through the Wire, inspired by Kanye's original song of the same name. That same year, Allstar JR appeared in interviews and at least publicly said he didn't know who had shot him.
Them boys didn't come to play.
Wow.
Whoever that was, I honestly can say I probably pissed them off pretty bad.
Right.
I get them boys that because them gotta play.
And you really don't know?
It was like
you don't know who it was?
It was like still shooting.
However, in a 2023 federal RICO indictment against a Detroit gang known as the Purple Heart Vets, or PHV, would expose that there had actually been a brutal gang war going on in the 7 Mile area. This conflict would see PHV's lead shooter, Devi Dev, going head-to-head with Allstar JR's, Get a Bag Boy Records, and band gang figures like rapper Band Gang Paid Will. This was apparently fueled by a personal rivalry about a girl, with Devi Dev apparently being in a relationship with Allstar JR's baby mother. Following months of tactical shootouts, the violence would turn lethal when Band Gang Paid Will was murdered later that year. As the cycle of retaliation led to more murders, rumors would circulate that JR's crew had hit up a PHV member named JW, with the indictment saying it was retaliation for Band Gang Will's death. By the following September, PHV coordinated a hit that left Allstar JR shot through the jaw, an attack that members of the gang would openly make fun of on social media. Ultimately, the feds ended up completely taking down the gang, with a lot of people still believing that JR and Paid Will were actually backdoored by people in their own crews, given just how easily the Purple Heart Vets tracked them down. But fortunately, JR survived that attempt and a bullet to the head, pretty much becoming a veteran of the streets, ready for anything to come his way. And perhaps that gives the perfect context as to just how JR was able to turn the tables on the shooters the next time somebody tried to get him. Beyond Louisiana, NBA YoungBoy's 4K Trey crew has established deep roots in Houston too, through alliances with the Scoot Up Crips and NBA OG3's ties to Jay Prince and the Mob Ties crew. However, the relationship got off to a rocky start in 2020 when following a robbery at YoungBoy's Houston home.
NBA YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy. God. Yo, this your favorite rapper.
Don't turn me down. What you said? Don't turn me down. I don't, folks. Yo, what up? What up? You want to buy your what? You ain't get. You flunked out of. I'm trying to see where you at. You dumb. What you got? $20 out of car? Nah. You know what we got? The cab. I just took a picture in the same car today with my little boy. You on this. Y'all stole something. I'm gonna catch one.
Jay Prince would suspiciously come out publicly to offer the return of the stolen items through his Mob Ties network.
The little homie young boy place got broke into. He went in his place, disrespected different things, and I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that, you know what I mean, young boy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce. I got your keys to your McLaren. You know, all that they took. And the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce umbrellas.
Youngboy would famously reject J Prince Sr.'s help in a viral video.
Hey, I don't no friends, I don't no new relationships. All that. Hey, I don't respect none of that man. If you got something for me, got plenty around me you could call. Man, it's plenty ways you could get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with no publicity, none of that pussy. And I'm good on the keys, gangster. When you buy cash, two keys come with the car anyway. Mind your business, man.
This all led to a bitter feud, with J Prince issuing threats.
You took my kindness for weakness, because you're a dumb boy with limited thinking ability and disrespectful. You're talking slick and acting like you and your brother wasn't down with me, letting it be known your mob ties. But I talked to your brother, and I believe every word he said about you knowing, because he's been solid with me. I've known your brother for years and never witnessed no weakness. So OG3, we good. What you should be mad about is the lie you living and the weak security being asleep in front of your house. I bet he lied to you about being asleep. Say this to you, little homie. You're not a friend or enemy today. Let's keep it that way, no matter how hot it gets in Texas. By the way, I'm minding my business. You just too dumb to know Texas is my business. And I will give you whatever you ask for, good or bad. I'm done.
And Whack 100 later alleging that Youngboy had actually ordered a hit in retaliation for the robbery.
Right one. See that all that. I don't know what he tried that NBA Youngboy and got it killed.
By May 2023, the beef was reportedly squashed behind the scenes, likely with Birdman mediating the truce. And while Youngboy kept his distance, it seemed like the Mob Ties crew gradually kept pulling in members of the NBA crew, notably Ben 10 and OG3.
How did you smooth over that J Prince situation? Like what? How did you? I was like, this. He really went and smoothed that over.
Yeah. I mean, the J Prince situation. I'm gonna be honest. Man, they really on my side. Just on a personal note, that's really family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The daddy and the son. You know what I'm saying? And I got closer to Junior through the daddy, so it's like me and Junior really like this now. And I was really with his dad at first. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A long time ago, JR was dating an attractive young woman named Janelle. The two could often be seen together on their social media, and the relationship between JR and Janelle wasn't just a fling, and eventually Janelle would become pregnant and give birth to their baby boy. But unfortunately, the relationship between JR and Janelle wouldn't last, and they would ultimately end up parting ways, with JR continuing his successful rap career, while Janelle would seemingly move to Houston, where she planned on opening her own beauty salon. While in Houston, it seemed like Janelle would keep up her appearances as a certified social media baddie, while also dating notable men from the rap industry. She would eventually meet none other than J Prince Jr., the son of legendary Rap-A-Lot Records founder J Prince Sr. Now, arguably it's often both a huge blessing and also a curse to be born as the child of somebody with so much fame, power, and influence as J Prince Sr., the godfather of Houston rap who's seen as a larger-than-life figure in Texas, and in this case with J Prince Jr. sharing the full name and massive expectations that comes along with his father's empire. Here's the thing though, J Prince Jr. didn't have to go through the same trials and tribulations as J Prince himself, who pretty much hustled his way from the gutter and the hood to the very top of the rap industry all by himself from very modest beginnings. So as a result of living in his father's shadow and perhaps a not very street privileged upbringing, it seems likely that J Prince Jr. feels like he has a whole lot to prove if he ever wants to come even anywhere close to filling his father's enormous shoes. And it might just be this insecurity and the chip on his shoulder that caused him to act overly tough in all kinds of situations. Now, J Prince Jr. isn't the only son of J Prince Sr., and it seems like all of his kids have taken great advantage of the money and connections their father has in the rap game, sometimes sometimes with good results, like for example his son Jazz Prince would discover an artist through MySpace who would end up becoming Drake, the biggest rapper of all time. But back then he wasn't much more than a Canadian ex-actor trying to make it as a rapper. So Jazz actually helped develop Drake and played a serious role in him becoming one of the biggest artists in the world, and also making millions for the Prince family in the process. J. Prince Jr. would also take advantage of the empire that his father created, starting his own company in the rap industry, Mob Ties Enterprises, a group which apparently appears to be an umbrella company for several different business ventures, one of those being a record label. Now this label has signed numerous street artists like Honeycomb Brazy and Finesse 2Times, but unfortunately a lot of those signings would ultimately go sour. Honeycomb Brazy would later claim that he has only signed with J. Prince Sr.'s Rap-A-Lot, not Jr.'s Mob Ties, and whatever the case, these signings would always lead to some unintended and hilarious outcomes, as both Honeycomb Brazy and Finesse 2Times would both start beefs with the Prince family, and at one point Honeycomb Brazy would even claim that he had bought Finesse 2Times' contract from Mob Ties, as those two have their own petty beef going on. Honeycomb Brazy went as far as to say that he would be willing to release Finesse from his contractual obligations if he would just shake his ass on Instagram Live.
I told you, God don't like ugly. You were born ugly. So you know what's going on. You were born like that. I got your contract in the closet, Finesse. I literally got your whole contract in the closet. It's on me to do whatever I want to do while your life in my hands. Your life in these hands. These hands. Your life is in these hands. Somebody that put up. Your life is in these hands, Finesse. Right now, I got your life. So either you go. I rip the contract up, nigga. I get y'all the contract from this. All you gotta do is get on live, shake your head. Go live right now with the dog. Those shoes, pennies on. Penny shoes.
So look, Jazz Prince discovered Drake, and J. Prince Jr. discovered Honeycomb Brazy and Finesse 2Times. Not quite on the same level, but still he's doing his thing. And really, regardless, J. Prince Jr. is doing just fine in life. In fact, before this incident, Jr. and his Mob Ties crews seemed to move around Texas with a whole bunch of aura that they had inherited from J. Prince Sr., and it seemed like everywhere they went, people knew how to act around them if they wanted to stay safe.
Yo, so like J. Prince Jr. is like El Mencho of like Houston.
So if you like me, like me. If you want to criticize me, criticize. One of the two.
Yo, Joe right here, and his life was flashing before his eyes. I ain't gonna lie to you. Mob Ties. We all know, everybody we see J. Prince Jr. pictured with 3 times, they dead. I don't know how. He like the Lil Reese of Houston. Well, not really. Not really. If you go to the club with them 3 times, you dead. I don't know how it works like that. I don't know how it works like. Yo, if you kicking it with, if you from out of town, you kicking with J. Prince Jr. too much, you're lights out. Peace out, sayonara, see you at the funeral. I'm sorry to say. I don't know how that works, but that like the boogeyman down there. When I see J. Prince Jr., I'm like, oh.
So anyway, after beginning to date Allstar JR's baby mama Janelle, that would quickly spark bad blood between J. Prince Jr. and JR. Because this wasn't just his ex, that was the mother of JR's child. And that means that JR is always going to be a part of Janelle's life even though they're not split up. So at the beginning stages of the relationship, a lot of people would give their opinion about it on Reddit. People would comment how JR was probably mad and jealous that his ex was now dating somebody who was obviously a lot more successful than he was. Successful might not be the word, maybe rich and privileged. But the bad blood between Jr. and JR would lead Jr. to do some very disrespectful publicity stunts aimed towards JR, seemingly trying to rub it in JR's face that he had taken his girl.
I want him to know that you moved on to being better things.
Hey, man, he a cheater, y'all.
Oh. That's my.
She made it.
Oh. Hey, you
made it.
Trust the process.
Say, man, I'm glad you left her alone. Or I'm glad y'all had differences. Because I'm the difference now.
Trust the process.
Sure.
Now, as we know, this bad blood would eventually lead to very serious consequences when on the 8th of April 2026, Allstar JR was at the Confessions Bar and Restaurant in Houston, where he would end up at the birthday party, another one of NBA Youngboy's right-hand man, OG3's birthday, and it would be at this birthday dinner that Allstar JR and J. Prince Jr. would run into each other. Now, because it was OG3's birthday from the NBA crew, another one of Youngboy's right-hand men and notorious Baton Rouge shooter Ben 10 would also be in attendance. Now, it's unclear exactly how the altercation begun, but early rumors suggested that Allstar JR had an issue with J. Prince Jr. over the way that he'd been treating JR's son. Rumors circulated that J. Prince Jr. had put hands on Allstar JR's kid, and rumor has it that J. Prince Jr. had responded, warning that the next time they crossed paths, it would be a problem. And after hearing that JR was at the restaurant, some believe that he actually went there to confront him. It's still unclear exactly why or how these guys ended up in that restaurant together, but what is known is that when the altercation begun, bystanders at the restaurant began filming it. The video began with NBA OG3 being held back from a fight already underway. Moments later, Allstar JR entered the frame as someone appeared to restrain him by the head or possibly by his chain while J. Prince Jr. watched from nearby. At the same time, Ben 10 was seen trying to grab hold of Allstar JR before Dead End Ron joined the attack as OG3 kept trying to get back into the fight. As the alleged robbery continued, OG3 finally made it through, only to be pulled away again by a woman, with some rumors suggesting that it might have actually been his own mother, while J. Prince Jr. continued watching from just a few feet away. Then, as the camera kept rolling, Ben 10 was seen throwing a flurry of punches down at Allstar JR, and later rumors claimed that someone from J. Prince's and NBA's camp allegedly begun pistol whipping Allstar JR. From there, Allstar JR allegedly managed to seize the gun and wrestle it out of his attacker's hands, and moments later, gunshots would ring out. People who had allegedly been at the restaurant would also post on social media what they had seen, with one poster explaining how a large group of people had arrived at the restaurant, this likely being J. Prince Jr.'s crew that had members of NBA Youngboy's NBA and 4K Trey crew in attendance. After they arrived, the fighting would kick off nearly immediately. The poster would also note how there had been apparently a lot of shots going off, and indeed other people would post pictures of somebody laying on the ground with a caption saying how the man had just been killed at the restaurant. Soon, rumors would circulate on social media as hip-hop media pages would start posting that one of the main members of Youngboy's NBA and 4K Trey crews, the rapper Ben 10, had been killed during the altercation, with NBA members like Herm immediately calling the news a lie, while NBA Youngboy's little brother would also post that Ben 10 wasn't actually dead. Not long after this, rumors would also begin spreading that another 4K Trey affiliate, Dead End Ron, had also been shot in the incident. The following morning, the incident had become mainstream news as local stations already identified one of the victims as Ben 10 based on online rumors.
Into some of those headlines developing this morning in Upper Kirby. 2 men are in the hospital after they were shot inside a popular restaurant.
Yeah, Jade Fleury is live at Confessions with how this all started. Jade, what do you know so far?
Well, Denise, Melissa, the shooting is drawing a lot of attention online, with many people identifying one of the 2 men shot as NBA Ben 10, an affiliate of rapper NBA Youngboy.
Police would tell media that NBA and 4K Trey members had allegedly attacked JR and tried to steal his chain, but in the end, JR had somehow got his hands on a gun and started shooting randomly, hitting both Ben 10 and Ron multiple times.
Investigators say that it started as an attempted robbery over jewelry, with several people confronting a man trying to snatch his chains. That fight escalated quickly, with multiple people jumping in, knocking the man to the ground and beating him up. Police say that's when the man pulled out a gun and started shooting.
Sometime during that part of the fight, our victim, who was originally looked like he was being majorly assaulted by several people and getting his chains ripped off, he presents a pistol. We don't know where he got it from, but he got it. Must have had it in his pants the whole time, but he got it out and started shooting randomly. Ends up hitting 2 people. Those are our 2 victims. Not certain if these are the same ones that were trying to rip off his necklaces or not.
Meanwhile, on social media, more rumors would keep circulating, with someone claiming that Allstar JR had allegedly stood over Ben and kept shooting him on the ground.
The police said that he was shooting randomly. According to my sources, he got up and got active. Like rapper B got active and he stood over him. You know what I'm saying? Like, rapper B stood over, you know what I'm saying, allegedly Ben 10. This is just according to my sources. I'm in a whole nother state.
People would also point to news videos showing Dead End Ron was apparently in very bad condition after the altercation too, but perhaps the most explosive claim surrounding the shooting came from Whack 100, who claimed that according to an employee at the restaurant, the FBI had arrived and gotten involved in the investigation, this implying that perhaps there was a much broader investigation going on targeting some of the people who were there. Apparently the feds supposedly wanted to see the security camera footage that allegedly showed J. Prince Jr. and the NBA and 4K Trey members congregating in a parking lot before the attack, making it possibly premeditated.
You know, the police department came, but then they got shut down. I said, what you mean they got shut down? He said, the FBI showed up. He said, what? He said, yeah, they demanded that I let them review the tapes so they can make sure it was those tapes. And then they took the tapes and they dismissed the regular law enforcement, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm listening to the
right here. I'm listening to a little square dude. It's him and the chick on the phone. They tell the people they gonna have to. They ask them what they saw, so they say they gonna have to come testify. But get this, them tapes got the bozo Jay Prince Jr. congregating in the, I don't know if it's the underground parking or whatever parking lot connected to the business. Guess who he congregating with?
10.
10. And 10 is one of the 10.
According to Wack's source, Jay Prince Jr. was the first to make a move trying to grab JR's chain, and it was actually one of the 4K Trey members beating up JR who allegedly dropped their gun during the altercation, allowing JR to pick it up and open fire. All of this made it a classic case of self-defense, and a completely legal shooting for JR to carry out, especially in a state like Texas.
So I said to myself as I'm listening to him talk, I'm like, well, that ain't nothing. He said, no. Here go the bad part. All 10 proceeded to go into the location. Guess who was the first one approached and snatched the jury?
Jay Prince.
You're correct. So my man say, well, they ain't gonna book the Jay with the gun? He said no. They was pistol whipping him with the gun and dropped it. And then he picked it up.
Wack would also have bad news about Ben 10, who according to one source might have been paralyzed.
They say the boy might be paralyzed. I hope he not. Whoever the Ben 10 dude is, they say he might be paralyzed.
Oh man,
That's what they say. This is what I'm listening to him say.
Meanwhile, Jay Prince Jr. would soon respond to all the allegations on social media, basically denying everything, saying how he went to the restaurant by himself and that he didn't know JR would have been there, while also denying ever having treated JR's son so badly, with this part of the rumor also being denied by the baby mama Janelle. Meanwhile, OG3 would also respond to the rumors, pointing out that his whole family had been present and saying why would he have ever wanted to put them in danger like that, also adding that he had been trying to de-escalate the situation. Now, let's rewind for a second, because not a lot of people knew this at the time, and many people didn't have a clue who Allstar JR was before he went viral because of this incident, but over the years he's actually built up a serious reputation as a top-tier troll on social media, constantly dropping hilarious posts and cracking jokes about just about anything.
Would you attend a Diddy party?
I done been to Diddy parties. I think it's tiers, like the people who stay to the end is probably who do the bull. Cause I missed all the wild shit. Like look, that's why ain't nobody said shit. Cause everybody be at Diddy party. You know, like bro, everybody that been to Diddy party. So y'all stayed till 6 in the morning. Y'all the in trouble. I left at 1:30. Well, I guess when the less famous, I ain't famous enough to be. I ain't famous enough for them niggas to invite me to the bullshit. So God bless.
Tell you, bro. Some just don't got it and won't have it, bro. You can't dress. Don't want to dress like you. Don't want to lay down with you. They don't want to do it to you. They don't want to grab your nothing. They don't want to do nothing, bro. Producers tired of hearing you say that on them beats. Don't want to send you nothing. Videographers don't want your on the other side of that camera with that bold drip. It's a million reasons why shit not working, but nobody is blackballing your.
A few days after the incident, after he had seemingly received the green light from the Houston police that this was indeed a clear case of self-defense, JR would finally go all in with the trolling, posting on Instagram a picture of himself in a jewelry store while wearing a t-shirt with the text "Unplug that N-word," along with a caption saying, "Had to shoot to the D and get some new ice because my man's Ben 10 took some of my stuff to the hospital with him." He would also include the hashtags JR closed the elevator on Ron, OG3 left them N-words, and all that playing, with one of these pointing to rumors that OG3 had actually left his NBA friends behind when the fight started. One of the slides would also have diabolical text aimed at Ben 10 saying, "Thought he was mob-tized till I shot his a few times."
He said, "Thought he was mob-tized till I shot it." Oh, stop. Yo! No, sir. He said, "Thought he was mob-tized till I shot his a few times." How what type of demon this dog?
JR's trolling towards Ben 10 would also continue in the comments, where the Louisiana rapper P. Young'un would seemingly threaten JR by calling him Walking Dead. JR would respond to this by saying, well, guess who ain't walking, a reference to the rumors that Ben 10 might actually be paralyzed, while adding, welcome to the real world. This post, which at this point has over 300,000 likes, would be just the beginning of JR's new promo tour, and it would be followed by a new song and music video titled Expensive Wristwatches. This began with text explaining how, in Houston, Texas, 18 out of 25 armed robberies go right and they get away with it, but not this time.
Altercation originally, and it appears what they were doing was trying to take his chain.
Police say a fight escalated, ending in gunfire and leaving 2 men in critical condition.
It seems that the song itself was likely made before the incident, and JR was perhaps using this as an opportunity to get a new fan base around music he'd already recorded. But clearly this was a fresh music video, because JR had got t-shirts printed up that refer to the incident, and the video would end with a scene obviously making fun of Ben 10, where JR would be shaking on the ground like someone who had just been shot. That song would get over 500,000 views in just a few days, and it didn't take long for JR to return to peak trolling and disrespect, launching what he called the Ben 10 challenge, a dance trend that he teased at the end of the music videos, where participants would drop to the floor and shake as if they'd just been shot 3 or 4 times, convulsing from the impact. This challenge quickly took off, with countless people posting videos of themselves reenacting what could have been the final moments of Ben 10's life. Now, a lot of people on social media were saying that Allstar JR was doing too much, but to those people he had a response, pointing out that he had been doing nothing but minding his business when people came in and attacked him, so at this point he didn't care whose feelings got hurt because he was the target of this attempted robbery. He would also keep dissing Junior on social media, saying how he was finally going to expose to everyone how soft he was, ending with the message #MobUntied. And a few days later, he would drop another song and music video with that exact title, with this one being an actual diss track to J. Prince Jr., Sr., OG3, Ben 10, and the whole Mob Ties movement. The music video would start showing disrespectful text written on a wall, one of them saying, "Where's OG3?" And at numerous times throughout the video, JR can be seen with his goons doing the Ben 10 challenge, shaking on the floor. Then JR starts the song with some savage disses, telling J. Prince Jr. to keep sending flunkies at him so that he can keep getting them smoked, and going on to make fun of Junior being born and raised with a silver spoon while he was actually growing up in the streets, really hustling. JR would then go on to diss both Ben 10 and Dead End Ron, straight up saying how he shot them at the restaurant and is now leading 2-0 on shootings, going on to say that he gave Ron the belt until his fluids were gone. And the song would keep on going with these disses, JR also taking aim at 4K Trey members, mocking them for allowing him to get his hands on one of their guns, and he would again diss OG3 for allegedly running away from the situation. The track would also end with an outro where JR can be heard talking about Ben 10 and Ron, saying how the hospital should unplug them, before ending by saying that dude was over with up there, echoing rumors that Ben 10 had actually died numerous times at the hospital. At this point, it's pretty clear that JR is using this incident to break into the mainstream rap game, and this story has become so viral at a time when gangster rap is down super bad. JR might be the savior that the rap game has actually been looking for. He's got a crazy history, he's built up a huge catalog in the underground of Detroit rap, he's actually got a pretty funny personality perfect for social media, and now they're calling him Defensive Player of the Year. He might just be next up. Funnily enough, it also seems that recently JR and T Grizzly might have finally settled their differences, and if they would get back together and start making music again, that would be major for JR. But while this is all going on, we're still hearing new rumors. For example, Wack 100 has been giving updates on Clubhouse, actually claiming that J. Prince Sr. held a private meeting with Junior and was allegedly furious about the incident. Rumors have been circulating for a while now that the Prince family could be facing some legal troubles, and not just because of this incident either, because there's been other incidents that have turned out to be very dangerous where J. Prince Jr. was allegedly in attendance, like the 2022 killing of Migos rapper Takeoff outside of J. Prince Jr.'s birthday party, as well as the murder of Chicago native Duke the Jeweler, who was seen gambling with J. Prince Jr. the day before he was killed. There's now rumors circulating that there might even be a RICO case targeting the whole Prince family and Mob Ties movement.
J. Prince Sr. had a meeting with Junior last night at the compound in Fifth World. Went up there at about 7 p.m. Okay, J. Prince Jr. went at 7 p.m. and wasn't seen the rest of the night, and everyone left at 10 p.m. And when J. Prince Sr. saw that false statement he put up, that put him over the top. They said he was mad as a heated like ever before. He made Junior take that down quick yesterday.
Junior better have some money saved, because J. Prince Sr. said he ain't helping that at all.
Yeah, that's definitely what he said.
Oh, he really? Okay, I thought that was content. He really said that.
Yeah, my back door told me that a couple days ago when he called. Oh, he was going off on him. Called him tender. He did all this beyond the. We got all this other going on. He said the Takeoff, the jeweler, The goddamn bodyguard that found dead in the parking lot. Now you pull this damn.
As I'm making this video, the situation is still developing, and there's still no confirmed information on actually who will be charged in connection with the shooting. And some people are even saying that J. Prince Jr. might actually get charged with Ben 10's injuries because he was the one who instigated the brawl. But with JR apparently not being treated as a suspect, he's just out here making music, it's possible that if Ben 10 and Dead End Ron pull through, they might also be in trouble on robbery charges. Now, what's really interesting is that there's rumors that JR actually turned up to the restaurant to celebrate OG3's birthday, something that was pointed out by YouTuber D's Media. So all of this kind of brings up the possibility of JR actually being backdoored.
You know why dude was at your birthday party. You know why J. Prince Jr. was at your birthday party. You know what I'm saying? And more details eventually on that is going to come out, and y'all going to see that everybody was there to attend a OG33 birthday party. So I'm trying to tell y'all, OG33 played way more of a role than people really think he did. He really the one to set up the play, if you personally ask me.
Is it possible that OG3 could even be implicated in the crime if he was trying to set JR up to get robbed that resulted in 2 people being critically wounded? If it turns out that J. Prince Jr. or Ben 10 or Ron or even OG3 laid the trap for all of this to go down, then any one of them or maybe even all of them could be the target of a federal investigation with very serious consequences. Either way, this situation is far from over, so I'll keep you guys updated. And if you want to know more about this situation, I've been covering it daily on my channel Trap More Ross, so go and check that out if you want to keep up with this one. But for now, we just gotta wait and see.